Hello again, and here we are with another book overview. This is Uniforms and Equipment of the Imperial Japanese Army in World War II by Mike Hewitt. Schiffer is the military history books is the publisher. The cover has the same picture. All right. This was first published way back in when 2002. Okay, so it's been around for a little while. This again is another book review or overview for those of you that are getting into the reenactment or collecting world. This book is a good reference book for that. I really enjoy it. It's got, as you can see, my hand is book's pretty big compared to my hand. It's got 288 pages, and it's got lots of really nice big pictures, good quality pictures. Starting off here with the Meiji, a little bit of a Meiji era, 1880s uniform with a smaller bell cap type of caps. As you know or may not know, here's a typical World War I style. One of the huge differences in World War II, World War I, is that they had red piping on the sleeves, and also, you can't see it here, but the pants or the trousers had red piping also. So a couple little tiny differences in the World War I era and the World War II. Here we have somebody, I believe is wearing more like a cotton or something, as opposed to a wool suit, wool tunic uniform, but very nicely scared looking Chinese girls here. Good job, guys. Here you go. This should be a Taisho era, 1912, 1920 something. So this right here will tell you it's a Type 45. Or is it a Showa? No, Meiji. Could be Meiji. Anyway, I forget. I read this stuff such a long time ago. So it's got a lot of nice pictures for those of you who like rank pictures and information. This book is good on that. Again, as I've said before in other videos for other books, I'm into the infantry stuff, not the officer stuff. And here's some guy on security or something like that. Let's see here. I'm not sure who sells uniforms anymore, or if they're more authentic now. I know that there was a guy in Japan who used to be the big dog seller back in 2002, but he didn't really sell to the United States, and so it would be people who have to buy stuff and bring it here. So in any case, you've got a belt support loop right here, which was the French did that as well. Let's see right there. So this is obviously Type 5 Showa. It's a Type 5 Showa 1930s patterns, and shows you the inside stamping. I like those hats. And let's see, in case you didn't know, they didn't use belts for their trousers. They used these webbings or straps. They button up with a little hook, and just more uniform. I mean, on the one hand, they look very simple uniforms, but they're a little bit more complicated, I guess. There's a lot of them. This is a Type 5 overcoat, different colors. This is the Type 45 coat. It's got a big flap to go over your face like that for winter. Kind of like this right here, I think. But I've only seen one person who had that coat. I wish I could get one. But in any case, just Type 98 is late war, I guess. Not 100% sure. Like I said, I've read this book a long time ago. Different color of the wool trousers. Okay, so that stuff happens. Happened in American and British too, I think. But here's a Type 3 tunic, which is a little bit different than a Type 5. Here's a Type 3 in 1945. This is cotton, this is wool. And in the book you could see the difference quite clearly. The roughness of the material. This is a very rough, coarse wool looking. You could see in the book, if you're looking at it here, you could definitely see it. It has different buttons, colors. Sometimes they were plastic. You can see the difference in the color of the uniform, the material, the cloth. Again, lots of information. I mean, for being such a sort of simple uniform, they sure made them out of different materials. And there's a guy on YouTube that I saw his YouTube videos, Hattori Han. He's got a really nice video on different stages of the Japanese uniform in 1930s to World War II. You should check it out. It's pretty cool. I just saw it today when I was gonna put this video together. So the footwear, this particular part here, ankle boots, very flat toe with hobnails, of course, and a big metal heel right there. For back in the day, that's how they did it to make them last longer. Different soles. If you're into that nitty-gritty, fine tuning kind of stuff, if you like all that, a book like this is a really good reference. What is this? I just call this the Planet of the Ape shoes. You know, the toe splitter. I don't know. I guess they're comfortable. I don't know. I don't like sandals. But in any case, puttees. That Hattori Han shows you how to put them on. Specifically this thing here, how they're crisscrossed in the middle, but only in the middle. And headwear. Let's do headwear. I like these. Again, I would love to know if anybody in the US makes these. I had to make my own. It came out okay. I found myself on the internet with some friends when we did the Tsingtao invasion in World War One, because you know the Japanese were involved in World War One. In case you didn't know that, they were. And so were Indian troops and some French. But the Japanese handled the bulk of that battle against the Germans in Tsingtao, however you want to put it. So, lots of different pictures of the uniforms, helmets. It's a lot more complicated than you would think. Personal equipment. Okay. I have this mess kit there. It's a little bit different than the normal one. And we're going to see that in a second here. Let me see here. The belts. You would think, what the hell? All these different belts. Well, these three apparently are rubberized. So they're not leather, they're rubberized. So I guess that's why they put them up there, even though you have to take a real good look at them to see the difference. Different types of frogs. And of course the ammo pouches that have different things on them, different stitching. Indicates what model, what year, type of thing, if you're into that kind of stuff. The split right here indicates what year. They're in the box. 3. You got 6 in their ammo pouches, but they're inside of a box as well. Canvas. I've seen the canvas ones on YouTube or Facebook all the time. eBay. And here we go. I always like that look with the cap. This is a pretty cool cap. I think that's probably why I ended up doing an impression of Japanese. I wasn't a very thin Japanese. Could have been a better shogun. But anyway, here you see the different kits put together. Different sizes of the oilers. And let me see here. Do some more pictures. The mess. Hold on a second here. Haversacks. Different types of haversacks. Okay, and they all have a little description here. I have this one here, the World War One era, but with leather. I have an original one, leather. Here's the old one, rangefinder, I think. Here is the, what is it, the Taisho. I made one of these. I have a video on it on YouTube, if you've never seen it. This is the Taisho era, which again is 1912 to 1921, is it Taisho era? Taisho, yeah, because it's Meiji, Taisho, and Showa. Meiji, Taisho, Showa. And anyway, I made one, and I have an original Showa with both fur and canvas on it. So if you want to check out that video, you should look it up on my YouTube channel, which is not professional at all, in case you might think it is. It's not. So this is the one that I have. This is the canteen or the mess kit that I have, and as you can see, it has double wires. Okay, it has double wires as opposed to the more normal one that you would probably might be more familiar with. Okay, mine has double. I bought this one about 11 years ago when I was in Ukraine. I was watching it on eBay and I got it from some guy in Japan for like 50 bucks. So again, this is why it's cool to have books like this, because you might find something on eBay or some place and are like, what the heck is this thing? What era was this? And if it's a good price or worth the price, to you, you should, it's good to know. It's good to know. So more shovels in my video on YouTube. I also have a shovel that I made from a repro shovel. And I had to cut it, I think it was one of the, no. Anyway, if you care to look, it's on my channel. Towards one of the older ones, 7 years ago that I made or more. Any case, here comes the gas masks. Showcases the gas masks, the different types. Extreme climate uniforms. Okay, so now we're going to look at the cold weather stuff. Alright, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Okay, for those of you who want to do an impression of Japanese in cold weather climate, some gloves that they had, some undergarments. Alright, skis, hey, there you go. Ski patrol, Japanese ski patrol impression, that would be different, right? For those of you who like to do public events, those are fun. People like to see different things like that. You can show off your cool impression. This looks like Vietnam era. Dark green tropical tunic, there you go. Because, let's remember that they were fighting in islands, and not always in China, Manchuria. They were also fighting in tropical conditions, so that makes sense, those colors. And shorts makes sense as well. So, again, white work tunic. Alright. It's always cool to see people, when they do public events, that they are wearing different uniforms. A work detail would be a cool impression for the public to see, just because it's a little bit different than the typical, suited up field soldier. And different seaborne troopers trousers. Okay, I don't know. There you go. Somebody doing a navy. I don't think this one has navy, but that seaborne, I don't know what that means. In any case, here's what is it? A tanker? Is it a tanker? Tank crew. Yeah, there you go. Tank crew right here. Tank crew. There's something you don't see too often. There you go. Goggles. When you go on eBay and you look at stuff, you don't always know what they're selling. They don't always know what they're selling, right? Look at these spurs, boots, short rifle. You know, they don't always know what they're selling, and it's kind of cool to figure out, hey, I found this or that, like my mess kit. Never seen one before on eBay. Never saw one again on eBay. I bought the only one I've ever seen. Canteen I've seen before in full condition like the one I have. But that particular mess kit, I don't think so. I gotta read into it. Somebody told me that that's a winter's mess kit. I don't know. I just saw it in his book and I said, you know what? That looks cool. And then I stumbled on it on eBay. So the gods were speaking to me. Buy it. The gods were speaking to me. Had that happen before. Anyway, swords. And a little bit of cavalry, I guess. More tunics. Good grief. Soldiers' personal items. You know, some people really dig this kind of stuff a lot. This personal stuff. I never was too much into it. A lot of people are, though. Especially if you're a reenactor for public events. People like to display those types of things. So, again, it's pretty cool to have it. If you stumble on it somewhere for sale, you kind of get at least an idea of something that's out there. And that's why I like these books a lot. Because, look at all these bayonets. Good grief. You know, because they had different styles of, some with coulon, the hook, some bamboo scabbards, some metal scabbards. So they changed throughout the war. Again, good to know. You could take this to school, you know, you could be the bomb, get kicked out. Anyway, that was a bad joke. But, you know, different stuff. Here you go. Great picture. I love this picture. Really nice picture. So, in any case, I hope that me doing this overview of this book here will guide you as to whether or not you want to spend the money. I just saw one for sale on eBay right now. It's about $60 with shipping. So they're not particularly available everywhere, I guess. The other books I just did for the Tommy and GI, those are a little harder to find. But if you find this book, you're collecting, and hopefully my video here will help you decide on whether or not you want to spend $50, $60 to have this book in your collection, and it will hopefully help you improve your impression, your collection. So until next time, my friends, take care.